Good evening. Well, it's mid-September already, if you can believe it. Mid-September. Today, the calendar shows it's September the 15th. I don't know where the summer went. I know we've had a couple great fishing opportunities, a few camping trips, but now it's mid-September here in Wild Algoma. You know, we look out on the land, the trees are just starting to change color. Some of the birch, some of the red maple are starting to show their fall colors. If you look out the back door of the camper here, you can see that red maple just starting to show us signs that, you know, a seasonal change is very near. And with the seasonal change, you know, some people get a little bummed out that summer's coming to an end and that we've, you know, the snow is not far off. But I'm a snow guy. I like the snow too. Maybe not as much as we had last year, but I'm certainly looking forward to the fall, winter conditions and seasonal changes. I mean, that's why we live in the Algoma area. It's the seasonal changes we have out there, and it's a great opportunity to get out and enjoy the land. You know, we've had a few great fishing opportunities. We spent a week up at Wakamata. We fished Fushimi Lake. We've got some walleye, some lake trout, some whitefish. We've had a great season this year. And with the coming of fall comes the hunting season. So, you know, we've got a couple trips planned this year, and we'll certainly be getting out there to hunt whitetail in Wild Algoma. I had the opportunity last year to take a nice buck in the deer season with a rifle. It was kind of a special buck to me because this year I'll be I have an apprentice. I have my grandson, oldest grandson, will be apprenticing with me, and he's finished the hunter safety course. I'm quite proud of him doing that. He's got his apprenticeship license now, so he'll be out there with me, and he'll be the shooter this year. So there's no one going to laugh at him but Papa. If it's a miss. And if it's a miss, you know, misses are just as important sometimes from a learning perspective than knocking that game animal down. But I'm sure we'll coax some birds in and have some good learning opportunities coming up this fall. We've got a moose hunt planned here in the not too distant future with my traditional gang that I moose hunt with, and my son. He has the bull tag this year, so that's perfect. We're going to go up and do some bow hunting for moose, and that's a real exciting way to harvest a moose is with a sharp stick. And you know, we've been lucky enough to get a few over the years, so we'll see how it happened, how it shakes out this year. When you're preparing for hunting season, you know, it's always a great opportunity to review your maps. You know, for me as a young kid, it was always you know, the magazines would start coming in the mail, and I had subscriptions like every young person at the time, probably to Outdoor Life, Field and Stream, all American magazines, but they certainly depicted hunting opportunities and told great stories about hunting. You know, now we get into Ontario Out of Doors, Outdoor Canada, and those are the magazines that I'm being able to pass on to my grandkids to read and get excited about the upcoming hunting season. Ontario Fur Managers Federation always has a great magazine come out in the late summer with an update on all the regulations, certified traps. You need to review all that stuff. Certainly the hunting regulations, know the area you're going to be hunting in, the species you're hunting in, know your bag limits. Those are all important to review because they can change from year to year. And get your licenses all up to date. This little bag of goodies here is licenses that I have to carry with me for all the things that I do out there in Wild Algoma. You know, I have a private land trapping license, I have crown land trapping license, I have my deer license, my bear license, my migratory bird license, my grouse license, our small game license, sorry. I got to carry that all with me when I'm out there. And I've got the tags to correspond with the licenses. So I have an antler tag this year, and I will be hunting, party hunting with my son on his adult bull tag for archery. So looking forward to that. Also, an important component to review is, I don't know, a lot of people probably don't do this anymore, but these are my notes. These are my notes from years gone by, you know, and I like to sit down and in the evenings and just read through my notes. And I look at the evening that I took that buck last year. It was raining all day. Light drizzle by evening. 3 does jumped out in the field. I could hear him coming off the hardwood ridge. Couldn't see him. I had to make up my mind if it was a buck or not. The light was getting low. Legal shooting time was coming to an end. The does finally spooked out, and he jumped right out in the field and gave me an opportunity just before dark. So that was a great story. Every time you go back through your journals, your outdoor writings, you relive those events, and that's what's important to me. Is to capture those events, both in writings, and now you'll see that folks that follow my YouTube channel, that I'm starting to capture videos of my outdoor events too, because when I'm old and sitting in my camper, I hope to be able to sit down and look at my videos and read my notes of days gone by and just relive that memory, because the memories have all been good. And I would say bad memories, I don't have any bad memories in Wild Algoma. I've got a few that are certainly better than others, but I don't have any real bad memories or things that I would do over, because every opportunity was a learning experience. Whether I'm harvesting muskrats and the canoe flips over and I lose my gear, or I'm we're in the whitetail area and the buck just won't come out. Those are all important. And for years I carried a tag in my pocket. At the end of season, I punched it on the garage wall because I wasn't able to harvest a buck that year. And then we started getting into the antlerless tags, and that was a great opportunity, but it still wasn't that buck. There's no requirement to shoot a monster buck. To me, every deer, every animal is a trophy, whether it's a spike buck or a 10 or 12 point buck. I've gotten nice bucks, but those spikes are just as important to me as the big ones, and that's the messaging that I've tried to share with my apprentices that are coming up. I'm going to have hopefully 4 of them. I got 1 for sure. I know I'll have 2 and 3, and then I'm not a kid anymore, but I certainly when we get into the 4th apprentice, I'm hoping she'll still be interested in hunting, and we'll be able to get out there on the land, and I'll have that opportunity to pass my, I would say, knowledge, learnings, teachings, pass that on to the next generation. That would be I would say a great opportunity for me. It would make me quite happy. But I'm here tonight in my camper. I've shared a few videos with this tonight. It's very warm here. I think the thermometer says it's 22 degrees outside here right now, and that's warm for September. I'm glad we're not moose hunting this week. We've got a couple weeks yet to go, and hopefully it will cool down some. But anyway, while you're out there hunting on the land this fall, be safe. Understand the regulations. Stay within the regulations. Stay within your bag limits. But most of all, have that experience. Share that experience with somebody, and enjoy your time in Wild Algoma or wherever you are this fall hunting. Have a great time, and follow my videos, and you'll see the antics that I get up to with my family and friends. And who knows, maybe my grandson will bag that 12-point buck. But if he gets a spike buck, I will be just as happy. Thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. Have a great evening in Wild Algoma.